dear, so I just thought, well, drown my frustrations. Time to reload my printer, I think. Just do the monotonous, boring things. If I can get the damn scissors in here. Just find a place to get the damn scissors. Where's my knife gone? Such is life. I normally don't film this part because it's pretty boring, but I thought, well, nothing much else going on. Right now. Hopefully they sent me the right stuff. Yeah, it's the right stuff. Always check before you open it, otherwise you're knackered. So, what do we do next? Take this damn spool off here. There's a bit of filament left, a little bit, not much. I need to make a new supply thing for this. Another empty spool. Got them stacking up outside actually. If I can get that damn thing on. I like to bet you that whoever packed this put the, yes they did, they put the silica gel in ABS. ABS is not water retention in, it doesn't get moist. And they put silica gel in. That's dumb. It only works, it's only valid if you put it in with PLA, because PLA is subject to damp, but not ABS. So, vacuum packet, which is kind of pointless for ABS. I suppose they think whoever packs this stuff doesn't really understand the differences between ABS and PLA, which is, yeah, kind of ironic really. Oh, my back is killing me. So, ABS silica gel. Oh, you gotta laugh. Oh well. Might come in handy for something, I suppose. Where's the end? So that's the bottom. I'll stick it through there a minute. Actually, I pulled it out. Should have left it in a minute, because otherwise it'll unravel, go everywhere. I'll leave it in there in the hole for a minute. It's a kilogram, so it's freaking heavy. doesn't need to be tight. I just quarter of a turn or something like that. Yes, I definitely need to 3D model a thing to thread it over the top, so I don't have to have this stupid piece of cardboard on there, but I haven't got around to it. So because I've got this filament on here, because I've got about a yard, maybe 2 meters, I basically have to use this up, then I have to thread that through afterwards. So while I'm printing a job, I've got to thread this. So I'll leave that like that for now. So I can't thread this up to there yet because it's got to use that up. Some people join them, they actually join the pieces, but you're more likely to have a jam if you do that. If you end up with a lip, use this stupid cardboard to put back for now. I'm just lazy, I haven't got round to. I need to get my end, which is this end. Now this is a bit the tricky part because I don't want it to unravel on me. So what I've got to do is I've got to thread it through this hole. This thing's falling to bits actually. This cardboard is. I must have used it hundreds of times. So I'm going to thread the filament through this thingamajig, keeping it tight. This cardboard has really had its day. It's dropping to bits, but it still works. It does its job. I'm unravelling. I don't want to unravel. Stick it down there. Right. Close peg works great. It's to hold the cardboard on. Right, are we on? Not quite. We are now. That's it. So this will be threaded once I've done a job, partial job. Oh, my back. So I'm going to stick it with this hole for now so it doesn't dangle down. Doesn't want to stay up. Alright. Another close peg somewhere around here. It doesn't matter. I'll just stick it in somewhere, wedge it somewhere. There, that'll work. Okay, how this fell off. Oh well. It's just to keep the spool from drifting off across to the left hand side. It used to get. There's still a piece in there. Yes. Had its day. It's time to 3D print a filament guide. So. I suppose I could start printing a job so I can get it ready to. I need to print something. So. So what am I doing at the moment? I'm just putting the old crap in here. go in the green bin. They won't recycle ABS. The actual spool is ABS. They won't recycle any of that stuff. They'll recycle the cardboard, which is this. So if I can get this apart, just rip it, flat packet. There we go. That'll go in the recycle bin. I don't know how many more years I've got left in me, to be honest with you. Oh, so let me see. So what do I need printing? I need to print something. So what was it I was thinking about printing? Oh yes, of course, I remember now. I have some more segments to print. I actually upgraded. I need to check the. Did I synchronise my SD card? I'm going to check that. Stick it in the printer to connect to the computer, which is kind of. Let's see if I've got it synchronised, because I'm pretty sure that I made a new model. Let's have a look. Oh, wrong directory now. I messed up all my paths because I was using this program for something else. Oh bugger it, I've got to do it all manually again. Hang on a minute. I lost all my paths. It only stored about 10 paths in the program, and I wiped them all out. Select first path. Hopefully I got the right directory. I feel like crap today, I really do. I slept pretty well, but I don't know. All right, I'm already synchronized. Let me just check something, because I can't remember now if I actually sliced that thing now. I'm not even sure I sliced it, so I'm going to check the last thing I sliced to see if it's in there. It'll be under the it'll be the last composition code, composition G code. Let's have a look, see if I actually sliced the last one. Oh yeah, it looks like I did. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's there. Right, that's the new segment has got holes in there and on the other side. So I can put ferrite round cores in if I need to do. So I've got the rectangular segment part, which is the slots, and then I've got my wavy bit, which is the help to negate the drag, and then I've got the round cores in. Now that one I did save it, so I sliced it, so it's already, that's the last thing I did, so it's definitely going to be, I definitely saved it. So where is it? I'll just close that out. Where is it? It's segment 31st to the 3rd. Is that the one I did? I need to find out which one it is. Oh dear me, hang on. Let's find it. I don't want to print the wrong thing. Sort by date. Must be that one. I'm just going to double click it, open it again, make sure. Segment S. Yeah, it looks like it is. So it's the one called, I forget what I call stuff, so it's the one called SBF Shield, and the F is for the ferrite core, so I have to find that now. Right, so it will be, where is it in here? That's the one there. So it's on the directory. So yeah, I've already got it there already. So I have to find that in my menu. All right. So it's already on the flipping. It's already on the card, which is good. I'll try not to knock this over. A bit of acetone plastic to make it stick. Oh, sorry, it's the last entry, so that's the one. Right. So, when that gets to the point where this filament runs out, I've got to feed the new one in. Sooner, it's better that I'll do it sooner than later, really. Oh, what's this hooked into now? I'm trying to thread this so it doesn't get tangled up. So I think I'll wrap it around this thread, hopefully. As soon as that one's out, I can feed the new one in, which is this one. I'll trim the ends so that they're dead straight, so that they don't, if there's an angle on the end of the plastic and you try to feed it in, it just goes off to one side like this. It just goes, it sort of goes like that. It won't go in the hole, so you've got to cut the ends off. So I usually get my scissors, cut the end flat, right, and the end of this one, so that as it leads out, the end's flat. I just got a big kink in it. I've got to get that out. So cut the end of that flat, so there's a dead flat edge on it, so that the two, when I'm feeding the new stuff in behind it, when this is going down the hole, and I push this behind it, it will press down and follow it in through the hole. Otherwise, if it's at an angle, it won't stay. It'll just go sort of like that. It will go sideways off this, and it won't. So you've got to make sure the ends are meeting up. That'll work. Done it loads of times. Wait for the bed to heat up now. Waiting for that printer to warm up. Actually, I suppose I could stick the camera over here, actually. Just for a bit. My battery's a bit low. You probably can't see the display anyway. I should better see that. I suppose I can charge my phone up while it's on the stand so it doesn't run flat. Oh, my back is so stiff today. Why? What did I do to make it stiff? I hate it. Every time I plug the charger in, that flipping Huawei crap comes up saying support blah blah blah. I just hate stuff like that. Probably trying to sell me another battery or something. I'm going to watch the video up a bit, so I'll turn the sound down. Hopefully it won't bother you. Salvage Workshop, it's a guy on YouTube. Turn the sound down because it's pretty loud.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And I am excited to show you the cars here. The old junkyard at Mike's. Part 1, if you haven't seen it already, is where we walked around and basically saw all
Oh, I'm turning it right down because
I didn't even get
I'm not really interested in these old cars in the junkyard. They're all scrap junk.
a little bit. Oh man, that is a draw pencil. Oh wow. That's a 50-ton OTC hydraulic press. See that? Okay, let's see. Check it out. That is another printer.
What temperature are we at? 94 Celsius. Oh, it's not far off.
Premiere. This is a 1960s Caterpillar 941 track loader. I had to hack my way in here, but check this out. This is analysis filament HD 16 bull loader. Ooh. Low boy trailer. Oh, heck yes. Wow. At some point I gotta figure out a way to move old red. That might be it right there. That'd make an awesome project. There's the rig right there. There's how we move old red. In part 2 here, we're going to be looking at beautiful cars like this old Hudson.
Yeah, right.
We got Noah's
It's a
Ark.
rusty old wreck. It's not even a car anymore. It's rust.
So there are cars. There's a main trail or two, actually 3, and then there's cars just everywhere in the woods. So I'm going to try my best to get through a lot of it, but there are so many vehicles here, it is mind-blowing. I will tell you that I don't know all of them. I seriously, I know a lot about cars, but I don't know every car here. Some cars are recognizable, some cars are so bent up and beat up that you just can't tell what they are. So feel free to comment in the comment section and let me know what you see and what kind of vehicles are out.
Oh, what are we at? 105 Celsius. Okay, the printer, but it's going to start pretty soon now. We need to get to 110. So we're 106 now. 110 there. We need to get there. Then the filament has to get hot. I mean, the extruder has to get hot. I thought I'd film this bit, you know, maybe just the part where I have to change when my filament gets fed in, like, you know, I'll show you what I do normally. Well, we're nearly there. I'll start printing any second. I don't know why this guy's showing us all these aerial views. It's boring. It looks like a graveyard. Well, it is a graveyard for cars. It's very derelict looking. It's like the end of an apocalyptic world sort of scenes. I'll show you what I mean. It'll probably go off now, but look at the state of that. Oh, you see, it went off then. Hang on, we'll scroll back a bit. Look at that. It's, you wouldn't see, you wouldn't know that, but those are all cars down there. It's an apocalyptic, like, kind of, yeah. Ugh. Right. Oh shit, my stand is getting caught in my wires. Right.
Old white 9000 semi truck. There's a Mustang right there. The red one.
Any second. Right, two extruders at 223. It used to get to 269. Maybe that.
Check that out, New Yorker Deluxe. There's work vehicles. There's passenger cars. There's
Excuse me.
right there. That's a big dump truck. You got Astro vans. You got boats. Motorcycles out here. International Lodestar. Dump truck. The engine. Oh, awesome. No. That is International Scout. International Scout. Predecessor. Ford Bronco. That's cool. These doors come off real easy. Rough shape. Right. Back there. Scout pit. These should say it. International Scout.
I've got to get some more ferrites as well at some point. Round ones.
Check these out. Male jeeps. Two of them. Come on, get in there. Bumper. See that tree? Right around that bumper. Old male jeeps have the seat and the driver on the wrong side, the opposite side over there. Got like sand tires on that thing. This is a big cool project. One of these. Big caddy. Bumper's underground, but right near that Caterpillar track loader right there. Ooh, wood grain with the baron. Great size. Station wagon. Oh yeah. I don't know what year this one is, but I grew up. My dad loved 1985 station wagons. And what I think is you could put the tailgate down and basically use it as a bed of truck. You could pull a bunch of kids in it by flipping the back seat up. You know, the seat that when you're sitting in it, you're thinking to yourself, what are all these signs say? Yeah. And so, and I don't know, you like to look? I'm not sure. But that.
Oh, I'll pause that a minute. Oh. Mm.
You know, the one thing I will say about old cars, old tools, old machines, man, were they built beautifully. They were designed to ride. I mean, it is truly an honor to walk. I love it. I love seeing the designs of these cars. I love seeing the body lines. I mean, the names of them as well, the way they were designed. It's not like today. Today, so much is getting plastic. So much is, you know, as cheap as possible. You know, it's not like body line.
Oh, I'm getting bored with this video. This guy is talking a lot of stuff I already know. I really kind of want to find something more interesting. This is the problem when you watch videos made by younger generation. They say a lot of this stuff that you know already, and it gets to be a little bit old hat. You know, I'm thinking, oh, I know all this stuff. I mean, bloody hell, I grew up in the '60s before all this, and okay, they're just doing their own videos, but I think it's more for the younger generation than it is for me. I'm trying to find something interesting to watch right now. It's different when they're taking machines apart. I like that sort of stuff. When they're rebuilding machines, just that's new to me. Some of it, I haven't seen a lot of that kind of stuff. But looking at scrapyards, no, it's not my thing really. Remember I was little, my dad used to take me to a scrapyard when we were little, and we used to see some really old cars. We were talking about 1920s, 1930s cars, and that was something to see for me, because those were really classic. But when you're looking at something from the 70s or the 80s, it's not that old to me. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so those kind of cars really don't do anything for me. Well, it reminds me of the old days, but they're not that sentimental. I mean, I'm more sentimental when I see the old bangers, the old black cars, the old black taxis. And, mm. I'm not sure. I think that filament is going down. It's looks like there's only 2 wraps around that bolt now, so it's definitely going down. We're going to hear it jump off that bolt at any point, and it's going to make me jump. It usually does. Oh, Bob Blocks. Bob Block. He's got a new video. Cool. I'll watch that. 16 minutes long. Oh, engineering. I love engineering. I used to work in engineering.
Here, welcome back to the show. We'll do a little video today about why it can be difficult, especially if you're starting out machinist. One of the pitfalls you can fall into with cheap tools. So, the background, I guess this was, I'm not even sure where I got this. It was either, it probably come from Inco, but it may have been Shars, but I'm pretty sure this come from Inco back when they were in business. And this was a cheap, low buck, cheap import caliper.
Oh yeah, he's talking about calipers. Cool.
It's been great.
My
I've had this thing probably 20 years.
my caliper is
Very
cheap.
accurate.
Probably crap.
Measured within 1,000 for sure every time. And I didn't have to worry about the dimensions it was telling me. It was going to be within 1,000 or less of being exactly accurate. But unfortunately, the coolant flood on the big Monarch got into the screen on here and messed it up. See, the numbers aren't right anymore. But this thing's been awesome. I've only put 1 battery in it in 20 years. And when you leave it on or whatever, it doesn't matter. It takes care of itself. So I was hoping to find another one of these. So a couple months ago, there was one that looked like this in a sale on the Travelers catalog, I think. And so hey, I'll pick up a couple of those because it looks like that was the same company that made this one. We've got the same kind of stuff on the back. So they're very similar looking, but not very similar performance. This one here is garbage. I'll show you here in a minute. I got 2 of those. We're going to check them out. And I got a 12-inch version. Looks like it has the same head unit on it, but it's good, so surprise. Let's delve into this a little more, and I'll show you what I got going on. Now you don't need to see me, so you won't. This is where the action's taking place. I've got my economy grade certified Long Tong Fui gauge block set. You can see the collar right there. They give you some kind of values here for deviation. I'm not sure what those numbers are supposed to correspond to. If those are tenths or I assume they're microns, but I don't know. They could even be metric and these are English values. I'm really not certain. Couldn't really measure and decipher what they were referring to. But regardless, these blocks will be pretty close. So I'll use this good one first as a test. Next 0, so just pick a random block. It's 101. So 101. 105. 105. 149. 149. 50. 70. 2 inch, 2 inch, 4 inch, 4 inch. So I've taken these out to 9 and it's still measuring within 1,000. So it's pretty good. 50, let's go back. Down to the bottom end, 50. So this one's good. Now let's check out this one. It's like same read head. 50, there's your 55. 5,000 off. 101, 102 and a half, 1,000 and a half off. 106, 107, 1 off. 110, 110 and a half, that's real close. Let's try 120, 119 and a half, that's right on. 25, there's 124, it's thousandths off. 130. 128, 1,000 and a half off. There's a big problem here around 140, I think it was. Yeah, it's 137 and a half on 140. 138 and a half on 141. 139 on 142. 140 on 143 is 3,000 off. 141 on 144, still 3,000 off. 142 on 145, over 3,000 off. 143 on 146. 145 on 148. 147 on 150. 200's right back on. So there's like, right in there around that 140 mark, it's really bad. 400, 401, 547 on 550, 702, 2,000 off.
Basically what he's saying is that beware of cheap calipers from China. That's what it is. They're bloody crap. They're not worth the money. Interesting though. You know, mine's probably like that. I think mine's off as well. It's just when I measure my drill bits. I'm not going to video it. I'm just telling you really that if you're buying any calipers, you've got to make sure you check them, because a lot of them are just junk. I'll see if mine measures exactly right for this 5mm drill. I'd like to bet you it's wrong. Yeah, it's just 5.53, so it's half a millimetre off. Yeah, mine's junk too, but it's good enough for 3D printing stuff. But it's not good for not good for anything more precise. Check my 6mm drill bit. What's that say? It says 5.94. It's 0.05 millimeters out of off. It's junk. Good enough for what I do.
One off before. I wonder if it's incremental. If this 145 measures bad. Again at an inch. Close 144. It's off 3 thou right there. So if a guy was using these and this was his only form of measurement, you could do work on the lathe or mill or something. The way I realized this was I hadn't checked these that close. I just kind of done a couple of 1-inch checks and it was within 1,000. So I didn't realize that it had an error in it until I had made a cut on something. And I measured it again and it didn't change. And I was like, no way, because I saw the material coming off, so I know the size changed. So we got another, got my micrometer and measured it. It was off 5 thousandths from what this was reading. So I was like, that is no good. So these have to go in the trash can. Good thing they were on sale for $19.99 because it's $20 more than they're worth. It says here the repeatability is 0.01 millimeters. So they'll repeatedly read wrong, I guess. There's no actual value for what the accuracy is. This is the exact same set. Like I said, I bought two of them. Let's see how this one reads. 50s right on. 100. 100 reads good. 1. There. 1.5. Good. 10. Good. 15. Good. 119. Good. 1.4. Good. 1.6. Good. 1.30. Good. 1.32. Good. 1.36. Good. 39. Good. 45. Good. 700. Good. 95. Good. Inch. Good. 2 inch. Good. 3 inch. Good. 4 inch. Yeah, and one anyway. Half really. All the lengths are hard to measure. Let's do an inch 46. Yeah, it's good. 2 inches 65. That's good. $5.50. So it's not, that one was just defective. It's not necessarily the brand, because this is the exact same one and it appears to count fine. Guess you win some, you lose some. Well, I hope that was somewhat enlightening. It's definitely a good idea to check your measuring tools from time to time. That's the reason why they have certifications on stuff, is to catch things like this. But the low buck, cheap tools, there's really no inspections. I mean, Chief Inspector 175, check this out, but to me, I would have scrapped it, but I guess to him, it says that it conforms to the applicable standards, which I guess there must not be any standards for what the measuring criteria is for a caliper. I guess they can read what they want to. That's why a lot of people call them guesstimators, but, you know, for most work, a good set, like I said, ones that read within thousandths every time, are excellent, fast measuring tools for doing the vast majority of work that I would do. And there's some things you do where you need to measure to beyond a thousandths for accuracy, but many jobs are, you know, plus or minus 5 thousandths tolerance. So there's no need, you know, if you can measure within one, you're going to know your number and easily get your 5 thousandths tolerance. But you got to be able to trust your tools. Something like this cheap gauge block set, you know, that you can use to go through the range and measure and verify. Because, you know, if you were just doing the 1 inch standards on this, it wouldn't show up that it was bad. You have to test it in multiple locations to see that it's actually bad. But it'll certainly run your work. So be careful with those cheap import tools. I'm sure there's American tools that suffer from the same fates, but I think that in general they're paid slightly more attention to when they go through quality control. So maybe they would have caught that one that was reading bad before they sent it out.
Well, I need to know when this thing runs out, because if I'm not paying attention, I could be in deep shit. So I'm going to put this clip on the end of my filament. I'm going to put this clip on the end of my filament so that when this plastic runs out, it'll fall off and make a noise, and I'll know to change my filament. So, ugh.
Maybe not, but it's up to you, I guess. Is the simmer to verify what you're getting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Catch y'all later.
Very interesting to know, because I'm pretty sure that my calipers are a piece of junk anyway, because they're always reading out. They don't read accurate. I've checked drill bits and they don't measure right. The reason I say that I'll be screwed if I don't feed in the new filament when that runs out is because you end up with a gap, and if the filament hasn't actually gone in right. Oh shit. If the filament isn't fed in directly behind it, it'll leave a gap, and then your print is a fail, and you've wasted all your plastic. So I've got to keep an eye on it actually now. Anyway.
Here's today's little screw up. Not really a screw up, just a little mishap. I lost one tooth. It fell off. That one right there fell off. I figured, as you can tell, there's the new one and there's the old one that wore down right much. So, since I lost the tooth, I couldn't find it. I figured I'd go get 6 brand new ones. Well, what do you think happened when I went to the dealer? You had one freaking tooth. And I got happy and knocked them all off before I left. What do you know? Once you knock the pins out, you can't put them back on because it rips out the little plastic pieces. $20 a piece. So I spent $100 because they didn't have freaking teeth. When the new teeth come, I get to knock the brand new ones out and ruin them. Wonderful. I'm gonna put all the old ones back on, minus the one I lost, and have a fang right there. This afternoon's project is placing some bucket teeth on the excavator here. Just finished up a rock job here last week, and as you can tell, they're wearing a little bit thin. So I went to the dealer and picked up 5 new teeth and 5 new pins. Ain't nothing cheap. So went ahead and got some heavy duty teeth. I think that'll work right there. What do you think? Because you don't want to need it. That should last a little while longer. That's quite a tooth right there. hook right here in this tooth. When you drive the pin down, it goes right here. And that keeps the tooth from falling off. I know it don't look like much, but it holds them on. So go ahead and we'll knock one off and make sure they gave me the right teeth and everything before I knock them all off. So for one time, they actually gave me the right parts. Like this in here. As you can tell, that's going to give me a little more digging power right there. Look at it and everything. It's really nice. So this is how they go on. You knock the old one off and leave your shank right there. You take the screwdriver and clean out all that right there. I'll show you how this works here. Stay. What it does is your tooth, with that little hook, comes on right there and slides down right here. And the keeper pin goes in like this. You put it on the top, and that little rubber piece, what it does is it comes down in there, and the hook on that tooth will be right there, which is pushing against the back of the pin. And this, I don't know what this is, composite or whatever it is. It locks in there, and that's what's coming out. So, what you do is you take your tooth, put your pin in there like that. I like to spray a little WD-40 on that right there because it kind of binds up when it goes in there. You want to take your flat screwdriver and kind of push on that as you tap it in. If not, it'll tear that. This just comes out like so. So you can actually reuse the pins and just buy these because these pins are like $20.
I think I'm getting pretty close now. I prefer not to let this thing fall off because it could get in the works, so I'm going to take it off now. It's just there if I forget. I'm going to get this ready to feed in. I've got to wait for that filament to basically get to where the rotor, the capstan is that's pulling it down. There's no point in feeding it in until it's at the capstan. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that. Actually, I'll start to. I can't tell, so I'm going to hold it in. It backs out about 10mm every time it jumps across to a different part of the print job, so we're there. Right. Okay, it's pulling in now. It might back out again, so I've got to watch out. Once it's pulling, I know I'm good. So I can feel it pulling at the moment. Yeah, I think it's in. Yeah, it's pulling, so it's definitely fading in now. All done. Put the clip on, you'll see it feeding in. Just make sure, double sure that it's going through. Yeah, I think we're good. You can't really tell, you see, if it's pulling through the filament until you stand back. Well, even if you close, you can't see the plastic very well. It's definitely pulling down now. I'm going to take the clip off now. Right. I'll just do another visual inspection to make sure it's not come out sideways. Yeah, it's gone in the hole, so we're all good. Good. That's how I change my filament. Sometimes we put different colour in, you can see it change colour from one colour to the other on the print. So yeah, I thought I'd film that. Right, so I wire the charge lead's in the way now, and I'm going to stop it anyway. So what was charge level? Oh, it's 66% anyway. Anyway, that's it for now.